I admire anyone who excels in the workplace. Do you know Zaha Hadid, the architect? She is a designer I really like. She was born in Iraq and studied at the Architectural Association School of Architecture in London. She is seen as hot-tempered by the outside world. Countless people say her designs are too self-centered and do not consider harmony with the surrounding environment. Zaha dismisses this. If I have a pile of shit next to me, should I also imitate it and be in harmony with it? One day, when Zaha was in a good mood, she designed a pair of shoes. Since then, whenever she was in a bad mood, she would wear these shoes. Then the people around her were scared. This represents that Zaha could lose her temper at any time. Why is she so awesome? Because she excels at what she does. In her early years, she won at least 4 design awards in the UK every year, but none of her designs were approved because they were too independent. It wasn't until she did 2 things around 2000, designing the BMW Central Building and the Maxi Museum in Rome, that she proved her worth. In 2004, she won the highest award in the architecture industry, the Pritzker Prize. She was the first woman to win this award. Zaha is like the real-life version of the male protagonist in Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead, absolutely unwilling to compromise with the world. When you are so awesome, you don't need to assimilate into any environment or accommodate any worldly norms. Let the environment assimilate to you, let the world accommodate you. The prototype of The Devil Wears Prada, Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue, is the most powerful figure in the fashion world. She always has a poker face that means that the whole human race is only worthy of licking my feet. It is said that interns at their company are not allowed to look her in the eyes when speaking to her. No subordinate is allowed to take the same elevator as her. How awesome is she? Even if she is capricious enough to demand the rescheduling of the 4 major fashion weeks globally, people have to comply. She really did this. In 2008, she requested a change in the schedule of Milan Fashion Week, simply because she wanted to go home. Why is she so awesome? In 1988, when the momentum of Vogue was declining and she was being squeezed by competitors, she took over as editor-in-chief and brought Vogue magazine to the top of the global fashion magazine influence. She never adheres to any fashion rules. She is the embodiment of fashion itself. She wants any A-list celebrity to be honored to be on the cover of their magazine, rather than the other way around. When Hillary Clinton wanted to be on the cover of their magazine, Wintour made her take off her iconic dark suit. If you want to be on my magazine, you have to adhere to my aesthetic. Media queen Oprah Winfrey wanted to be on the cover of Vogue. Wintour said okay, but first go lose 20 pounds. So Oprah obediently went to lose weight. She never compromises, never panders to the public. In her personal life, she has kept the same ugly hairstyle for years and has worn the same pair of shoes for 20 years. She always loves wearing fur, which always makes animal protection associations cry. When you are so awesome in your profession, you have a strong aura. You can change aesthetic rules, redefine fashion. One of my friends, at the age of 27, was transferred from the headquarters of a multinational corporation to a regional sales director position. The vice president was extremely unhappy at the time because everyone thought that the position of director was his for the taking. Unexpectedly, it was snatched by this woman of uncertain origin. He united all subordinates and colleagues to ostracize my friend. When I heard about this, I realized this was the legendary office politics. I urged her to quickly live stream her daily struggles. My friend spent 3 days observing, then, after work, she arranged to meet with the vice president. She didn't bother with pleasantries and gave the other party 2 choices. First, you can be the director, and I will be the vice director. But before I arrived, I made a commitment that if sales performance doesn't increase by 20% within 3 months, you must leave. Second, you can work with me. In the few years I have been in the workplace, I have always been promoted within 6 months, you can verify this. If I get promoted, the director position will still be yours. She added 2 more sentences. I was able to be transferred here, so I must have my own methods. Instead of spending time dealing with me, you might as well see what outstanding qualities I have. The vice president went home to think it over for a night and told my friend the next day that he chose the second option. My friend told me that she didn't have time for office politics, she was used to facing and solving problems in the most efficient way. Damn, it's so boring. Where are all the intrigues and deceptions? But it must be said that when you reach a certain position, you will find that your money is not as valuable as your time. I have seen that the cooler and more awesome a woman is in the workplace, the more direct, decisive, and efficient she is. There is absolutely no hesitation, no indecision, and definitely no difficulty in making choices.